The first show was a little more traditional, kind of just everything was on stage. Mm-hmm. The second show, I had it on I just wanted everything to be on the ground. So I had all my very Bjork style, all my gear was on the ground. I had this guitar player who refused. This dude named Max Winter, and he refused to sit on the ground. He he's just if I sit on the ground, I'm not getting up.
It must be the lights downtown, that sweet love you got me round. Connector, fuck have the thoughts right now, only her two hands can let me down.
I'm McLaughlin here for Amplified Chicago. We are at Pitchfork Fest 2023, and right now I'm here with Marcus, Nourished By Time.
Yes.
How would you officially want to go by?
Yeah, Marcus.
Okay.
Marcus is fine. Yeah,
that works. Anyways,
yeah.
we're here, and it's your first festival.
Yes,
ever.
I might have been to a jazz festival when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, my dad's a big jazz fan. But yeah, this is my first festival under my own volition. It's nicer than I thought it was gonna be. I was in London, and I was in a residency in London, and it's I came back for Pitchfork Fest actually.
Yeah.
But I thought the whole time I was there, they were just yeah, there's this massive deadly heat wave going through Europe, and I'm just it's been beautiful.
It was 70 degrees.
It was amazing. Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
I just had a fan on the most I've had to do. I was where?
That just means it stopped raining.
Right.
When there's a heat wave in Europe.
And it did not stop raining in London. It rains at the strangest times. It's just and it'll rain for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then just go away, and then just be a nice day again. But yeah.
So a residency in London. Yeah. When was it? How was it?
Yeah, it's at this nightclub restaurant called Lalo. It's in West London, Notting Hill area.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. It's honestly you get 3 to 4 shows. It's as many Wednesdays there are in the month. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty much, you just get a show every week, and it's up to you what they look like. And so for me, I experimented with the layout mostly, and kind of the set list as well, and the image of it all. So the first show was a little more traditional, kind of just everything was on stage. Mm-hmm. The second show, I had it on I just wanted everything to be on the ground. So I had all my very Bjork style, all my gear was on the ground. I had this guitar player who refused. This dude named Max Winter, and he refused to sit on the ground. He he's just if I sit on the ground, I'm not getting up. But no, he was I added a guitar player, and so it was really, really, really nice working with another musician who just he really liked the music and just learned everything rapid speed. And it was just insane. He's such a good musician. And then I had a violin player named Vanessa Bederay, who's from she's from France, the south of France, and also from the Ivory Coast. And so it was just really cool just working with other musicians. I think I'm really inspired by London musicians. It's a really underrated scene out there. Yeah, so I got back from that yesterday. And
wow.
Straight here.
Straight here.
Straight here for my first festival. And I feel good actually. I thought I would feel a lot worse, honestly. But,
I also, I don't mean to make this about me, but it's also my first festival, and
nice.
It's not what I expected in the same way.
I think this is a cool festival.
Well, I heard someone being this place is so much more chill than other festivals.
I think this is a cool festival to do. If you're going to go to a festival, this is a good first one. I think I feel if we went somewhere else, it might not be as chill.
Yes, I completely agree. And so far, it's not very densely packed.
Right.
I'm worried that it might get that way.
Tomorrow and Sunday might be a little more.
But so far, it's been great.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk more about your album.
Yeah.
And you mentioned on stage working at Whole Foods when you were writing some of the music.
Yeah.
Where were you at when that album came together?
Yeah. So I was dating this girl who we were breaking up. And it was a really cool relationship. It was just it was one of those relationships that kind of it's taking acid, just makes you look at yourself. And I was working these just jobs that I hated, and I think I was just going through a lot personally, mentally, emotionally, romantically, and I think I just wanted to put all of those feelings into one place. And I wrote like 20, 30 songs for the album and just chose those 9, which I think most people do. But I think it was, just a process of just, I wanted to make something that I wanted to hear. Like, I think whenever I write music, I want to make something just like that I would like want to listen to. And I was pretty bored, honestly, by like a lot of music that was like out at the time. And I just wanted to, just like make a contribution. And I had no idea that like people would like it, or like that people would like it this much, I think. And it's been pretty like humbling and like beautiful to kind of see it, because it's like, I'm literally just like some kid in his parents' basement just like making a bunch of music. And it's like it's nice to like, I guess, other people, because I moved back for COVID, you know what I mean? Like, I was living in LA and I was like vibing out, but I spent all my money, and then like I drove back across the country like by myself, like, and then COVID happened. Yeah. And then like I was like, I'm just gonna like stay here probably for a little bit. But no, shout out to Baltimore. And I think the album is very much like a COVID inspired album, just in the sense of like I had more time and I didn't have to really work as much. I got like laid off. I was working in a barbershop and I got laid off from that. I worked at Whole Foods for like 3 months. It was so funny. Like when I quit, they were like, "Yeah, we weren't gonna have you back anyway." It was like I was such an asshole at that job. Like I would like leave in the middle of my shift, just like smoke weed, and I would like come back and just be like, and they would just be like, "Yeah, it smells like something." And I'm just like, "Oh, I don't know." It smells weird here, and it's like, but it was just such a waste of time job. Like it was a weird job where it's like there's like hundreds of people working there, but no one really knows each other and no one's really close. And it's like, I think it was the first job that I couldn't really rely on like my coworkers to kind of get me through it, and it just like kind of sucked, man. But I wrote "Staring Into the Fireplace" when I was there. Like I wrote like a bunch of shit. I've like "Shed That Fear," like a bunch of shit when I was there. So it's kind of cool. Yeah.
I have a question that's so counterintuitive to everything we just talked about.
Beautiful.
Because we've been asking people this.
Yeah.
What was the last song you were playing on your phone?
Probably "White Horses" by Florence Sinclair, or maybe that's not the name, but it was a Florence Sinclair song called. Actually, no, it was "Soft Landing" by Billy Woods.
Excuse me. On those drinks. It's 211 on the daiquiris. It ruins the whole day when my baby mother mad at me. Spliff could probably jump your car battery. Birds of paradise in the menagerie.
I really like Billy Woods. Probably last one, but also Florence Sinclair. Really, really, really good song.
Influences? Do you feel like these people influence you?
I would say like I have so many, man. It's crazy.
Let's do 3.
So I would say SWV, R&B group from the 90s. I would say I would tie like Frank Ocean and Tyler the Creator together.
Okay, we can do that. We'll allow that.
Just so I can have a third.
Yeah.
Just because like I listened to like they were both equally as like inspirational for me. Like I didn't know it was possible to do what like you could do without, I don't know, I was in high school when like Odd Future came out. It's like a very specific time in music, and like still now to this day no one is doing what they were doing, like just like pure creativity and just like pure imagination and just like really, really inspirational. And the third I would probably say like just like Stevie Wonder or like Earth, Wind & Fire or like just like a real song or like Lou Reed or like just like a really like classic artist. Like I'm really into like music history, or even like someone like even like Kurt Cobain. Like it's like super obvious, but like I was really influenced by like 90s R&B and like 90s grunge and like new wave. Like there's this band. All right. Maybe scratch the last one and add Blue Nile. The Blue Nile, they're like a Scottish band from the 80s, I want to say. And they only put like 3 albums out.
Okay.
But there's this album called Hats. It changed my life.
I believe that's pretty much all we've got time for.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, here. The music's probably drowning us out a little bit.
Someone's very loud behind us.
I want to say that's Youth Lagoon, and I think I'm going to see them right now.
Yeah, it is. Well, we
Shout out
won't
to
hold you
Trevor.
then, so you can go and see
Yeah,
them. But thank you so much for
Oh,
joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
I've been Will McLaughlin from Amplified. Please say your name.
I'm
full
Nourished
name,
by Time. I'm Marcus from Nourished by Time.
and
Thank you so much.
You'll be in Europe soon.
Yeah, I'll be in Europe. I'm going on tour with Vagabond in November and December, and I'll be in Europe. I'll be in London, Paris, Brussels, and Hamburg, and Amsterdam, and Berlin.
So all of
in
our
November.
our big Brussels audience is going to show up, and when they tell you that Amplified sent them,
yes,
know that that was right here that made that happen.
Right here. Right here.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. That's all we've got.
The dot connector, the dot connector.